Welcome back to section 7.2 and another example of using x and y intercepts to sketch graphs. Now, I wanted to review the steps we talked about in the first video, and again the steps include finding the y-intercept, and this is where we let our x equal 0. The second step is to find the x-intercept, that's where we let y equal 0. We find one additional point to make sure we found the correct x and y intercept, plot the points, and then draw a line through the points, and that will give us the graph. So the example that I would like to take a look at is the following. Let's take a look at 3x plus 2y equals 6. And we'll go through the 3 steps. So step 1, find the y-intercept. Okay, that means letting x equal 0. Now notice I've written this particular example in standard form. So if I plug in 0 for x, I get 3 times 0 plus 2y equals 6. Now you may be able to see that rather quickly, that the 3x term drops out when you plug in 0, and you end up with 2y equals 6. Or if I divide both sides by 2, y is equal to 3. So my first point that I'm looking at here is the point 0, 3. There's my y-intercept. Now let's find the x-intercept. This time I let y equal 0. So if I have 3x plus 2 times 0 equals 6, notice that the 2 times 0 makes the 2y term drop out, and so I end up with 3x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to 2. So my second point is the point 2, 0. My third point, I can pick any number I want. I'm going to pick an x value of 1. So I take 3 times 1 plus 2y is equal to 6. This one's going to take just a little bit more work. So I have 3 plus 2y is equal to 6. I need to subtract my 3. That will give me 2y is equal to 3. If I divide both sides by 2, I don't end up with a nice, neat number. I end up with 3 halves, or when graphing, it's sometimes easier to view that in decimal form or write it as 1.5. So I now have a third point, and the coordinates of that point are 1, 1.5. Okay, so I have my 3 points, and I want to go back up to my graph here and sketch those points. So let's see where they're going to fall. 0, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 is right here. 2, 0 is right here. And 1, 1.5 is going to be 1 and halfway between 1 and 2, which is right about here. That's pretty close. So do those 3 points appear to line up? They certainly do. So now all I'm left to do is to draw my line through those 3 points, put an arrowhead at either end, and you have finished graphing the equation of 3x plus 2y equals 6. And that ends the second example.